Did you hear about that fucking dude in Colorado today? He killed a mountain lion with his bare hands. He smothered it to death.
Yeah.
It jacked him while he was jogging, or he was running on the trails. The mountain lion grabbed him from behind. He got in a struggle with his 80-pound cat and wound up suffocating it. I can see this fucking badass jogger just.
Yeah, I want to know what the jogger looked like.
Just holding that motherfucker by his neck. Fuck you.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Yeah. It would have to be like Derek Lewis or someone, you know, like someone. I can't picture anyone else being able to do that.
Maybe he's a jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah, we see him. I've seen him when my kids were really young in Calabasas, where I live. Mm-hmm. I saw one like just pacing back and forth in my back fence. Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah.
They're out here, man.
Yeah.
They're out here.
I mean, we see coyotes and deer all the time, but mountain lions, that's next level scary.
Yeah,
you know?
A friend of mine just sent me a message this morning when when I posted that thing on Instagram about that guy that killed it, and he said he was running on this fire road and he realized he like felt weird and looked over, and 20 feet away from him was a big cat right above him on this ridge. 20 feet. So that's basically us to that wall.
Yeah.
Big cat just looking, and he said he waved his arms to look bigger, and the thing just walked away. Like, I carry a knife when I run. I carry a fucking half-face blades. It's got like a loop. You could stick your thumb into it so it stays in your hand. And people are like, why are you running with a knife? What the fuck are you doing? Like, you don't need it until you do.
Yeah.
And when you do, you want to have it.
Didn't someone get attacked by a coyote in Hidden Hills, like running?
Did they?
I don't know. I had heard a story about that, but I mean, I've ran in my neighborhood before, and two coyotes ran right past me. I mean, they're usually
creeps.
Yeah, they usually don't mess with like humans, you know.
Well, we had a problem with them killing chickens because I have chickens in my yard.
Yeah.
And I've lost a bunch of chickens to coyotes. They were on top of the chicken coop pulling tiles off of it. Yeah, they're creepy little fuckers, man.
Yeah.
But they're little. You know, these are like 35, 45 pounds. They're not very big, but they're creepy. There's something about, they're little wolves, and they're looking at you, and they're trying to figure out a way, like, what can they eat, what can't they eat? They're out there scraping and grinding.
They're sneaky, like gangster. Like, I saw one of my friends, a dear friend of mine, he lost both of his dogs to coyotes, and I think he had like surveillance of it, and one is in the yard, and he's playing dead. And then his dogs approach what they think is dead, and then basically, like, his homie comes out of nowhere and attacks, and they both, and the one that's playing dead attacks, and both of his dogs were a wrap.
How big were his dogs?
Small. I mean, they were smaller dogs, but now he has like big German shepherds, and he's kind of like got bigger dogs now. But it was really sad, man.
It is sad.
But they're very tactical, like very crazy.
Yeah, they figure out some way to work and cooperate together without communicating. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't so sad that they're killing someone's pet, it's really kind of fascinating that they're so smart that they would play dead. There was a guy that used to work at this pet store that I go to, and he also worked in a veterinary center, medical place, and a pit bull came in, one of those big jack pit bulls, just covered in cuts. It cuts all over its body. And the owner was, they asked the owner, like, what the fuck happened? He goes, I don't know. He goes, I came home, and he's covered in cuts. I really have no idea what happened to him. So they stitched the dog up, like hundreds of stitches all over the dog's body. Then he takes a walk outside of his house, and he follows his dog's blood. And he goes up into the hills near his house, and he finds 9 dead coyotes. That pit bull was gangster.
Apparently.
He just went on a tear. And he said it looked like Vietnam. It looked like a fucking, like, Saving Private Ryan, just ripped apart coyotes. 9 of them. This motherfucker just went mauling.
Yeah.
They must have been so bummed out. They're like, we can get this dog. Yeah, there's 9 of us. We're good. We got this guy.
Yeah.
And then you see this fucking fire hydrant head just that doesn't feel pain. They've engineered those things. Like, there's some pit bulls. There's this pit bull. If you go on Instagram, I think it's I Am the Hulk. That's the name of the pit. It's a 200-pound pit bull. Like, they've gotten him to 200 pounds now. It's the most preposterous thing you've ever seen in your life. It looks like Brock Lesnar if it was a pit bull. It's like, it doesn't even make any sense. You're looking at it like that. A pit bull used to be like a 35-pound dog. They used to be small.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
Yeah, they're
what in the fuck?
Scary.
Imagine if a coyote saw that. Fuck!
Yeah, those
Look at that thing!
Bull mastiffs are fucking scary too.
The size of that thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a Mastiff. He passed away recently. He was 13 years old. Yeah, we had to put him down, man. It was really sad. He was a great dog. Mastiffs are so sweet. Like, look at the size of that fucking dog, man.
Fuck. Just yoked, too. Just
It's a crazy 200-pound pit bull. It's just so crazy that they make them that big now. Like, a 100-pound pit bull used to be a big... I had a 90-pound one. It was a big dog. And I was like, wow, that's a big pit bull. I'm like, yeah, it's a big pit bull. This dog's 110 pounds bigger. It doesn't even make any sense.
wow.
It's a fucking tank. Yeah, but that's one of my favorite coyote death stories. This guy going up into the hills and find all these dead coyotes just laying in a pile. They try to ambush them. What they would do, they try to get one to come out and try to get chased. And then the one would run, and then the other ones would jump it.
They're like a gang, straight up.
Yeah, it's crazy that they think like that, though. That they actually have strategies.
They're savages.
Yeah.